And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. Let's go. Let's get there. How do we do it? Subscribe, watch, comment. Keep the comments coming, but share with your friends and family because the stupidity, the nonsense, it is boundless. Just moments ago, literally moments ago in the Oval Office, Trump announced the new trade deal with the UK. Now, I want to be clear. Knowing Trump as long as I do, 15 plus years, Trump's a performer. He understands marketing and he understands the media. And I'll tell you what, he knows how to use a cliffhanger. That's certainly for sure. For days now, we're hearing about this bigly trade deal. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. Well, I don't know, came out today and said very little. But this is what he then posted on Truth Social. On it, he turns around and he says, "Today is an incredible day for America as we deliver our first fair, open, and reciprocal trade deal, something our past presidents never cared about. Together with our strong ally, the United Kingdom, we have reached the first historic trade deal since Liberation Day. As part of this deal, America will raise $6 billion in external revenue from 10% tariffs, $5 billion in new export opportunities for our great ranchers, farmers, and producers, and enhance the national security of both the United States and the UK through the creation of an aluminum and steel trading zone and a secure pharmaceutical supply chain. This deal shows that if you respect America and bring serious proposals to the table, America is open for business. Many more to come. Stay tuned." Let me be very clear about something. The whole deal, based upon the chart that they show, which I'm going to post for you in a second, $11 billion, of which the 10% tariff were already in place. He posted this graphic breaking down this deal, and it's hard for me to even go in and explain it. New market access, $5 billion, the tariff revenue, $6 billion. So we're talking about the bigly deal of $11 billion. Just about, I don't know, as much as he's made off of his meme coin, NFTs, and his Truth Social stock. But here's the crazy thing. Look at the areas that were targeted that's now demonstrating unprecedented access to the UK market. In ethanol, we've been selling ethanol. Beef, no. Hormones and medications that they use in the beef that UK does not accept. Now, supposedly, they're going to take a certain type of beef. I guess Trump must have been watching Yellowstone and thinks he's John Dutton. But cereals? I don't know. I've been into the UK. You can get fucking Frosted Flakes there. Fruits, vegetables, animal feed. By the way, the biggest animal feed producer is a company called Cohen. They sell it all around the world. They buy their stuff from America. Tobacco? Tell me you're not going to be able to find Marlboro in the UK? Soft drinks, like you can't get Coke Light? Maybe it's a little different formulation, but it's still Coca-Cola or Pepsi. You can get all that. Shellfish, textiles, chemicals, machinery, and more. What bunch of bullshit. It's absolutely, completely inaccurate. But look, I understand. All right? Trump needs a win. Trump then goes on and he speaks about how monumental it is to announce the deal today on Victory Day. Play that clip.
I just want to begin by saying that this is a very special day because it's Victory Day, World War II, May 8th. And just by happenstance, we have the Prime Minister on the phone, and we were great allies in that, and it's very unusual that the trade deal comes due, and we signed it up on the same day that we had a great victory, the greatest victory of them all. So we are talking more and more about Victory Day because we were...
Yeah, let me be very clear about something. The UK Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, he was on the phone, listening, watching during this entire presser. But Lord Peter Mandelson, the British ambassador to the United States, was actually there in person. And, he didn't shy away from exposing the president for his negotiation tactics. Play that clip.
Mr. President, thank you very much indeed in hosting us this morning. And thank you very much indeed also for that very typical 11th hour intervention by you with your phone call to the President, demanding even more out of this deal than any of us expected. So thank you for that. The Prime Minister was delighted, obviously, to take that call later tonight. But you took it to another level.
Unbelievable. Meanwhile, reporter goes on and he asks Trump if he thinks he is overstating. Get a load of this. Overstating how monumental this deal is because he needs a win after so much critique. Play that clip.
With respect, are you overstating the reach and significance of this deal because you're a president who needs a result at a difficult time?
I think that it's a great deal for both parties. It's for us. We're opened up. I didn't know how closed it was. Quite closed, the market, as you know, the UK. And it opens up a tremendous market for us. And it works out very well, very well. And a lot of assets. You see the chart, and those are tremendous assets. But we've been trying, and when you say why us, meaning your country, we've been trying for years, and they've been trying for years to make a deal, including when I was in the, first term. It would always be people talking, but they weren't getting it done. But for 25 years before that, they were trying always to make a deal, a very significant deal. I actually, until I looked at the numbers, I didn't realize this is a very conclusive deal, but we think we can grow it even from that. But this is a maxed out deal.
Again, just when you think the man is deflated, you need your new little sidekick, your laughing machine, Howard Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce there, to defend Trump's brilliance. Play that clip.
By the way, I want to make this clear. While Jameson and I worked hard, this was the president's deal. And people think, oh, that's not the way it works. If you got to sit next to him, I have the best deal maker to my left. And if you don't think that we take advantage of him calling the prime minister and getting that deal done, you don't understand who's the president of the United States. So he's the closer. He gets deals done that we could never get done because he understands business, he understands deals, and that's why we're here today. So
incredible ass kissing. In fact, Lutnick should get the award for the day. And a reporter then goes on and asks if the UK will take the United States beef. Trump, of course, begins to ramble about RFK and MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. Play that clip.
The BBC, thank you, Mr. President. You mentioned meat.
You're with who?
The BBC.
Oh, good, very nice. They treat me beautifully.
You mentioned meat and beef exports. The UK currently doesn't accept American beef because of its own food standards. Are you calling on the UK to accept all American beef and chicken products?
Well, I think they'll take what they want. We have plenty of it. We have every type. We have every classification you could have. As you know, Bobby Kennedy is doing a tremendous job, and he's, I think, probably heading toward your system with no chemical, no this, no that. I think we're heading that way. It seems to be. And but we have that also. So we're a very big country. We have a lot of beef. We're a very big country, so it'll be great. Yes.
We have a lot of beef, and I eat it all day long. Meanwhile, Trump goes on, he rambles about how Rolls-Royce, they don't need to be made, in the United States. It's another exemption, right, for the elites. Play that clip.
Then there'll be a time, I think I can say this, Scott and Howard, where we're just going to say, because we understand the countries, we understand what they want, where we're just going to make the deal. In other words, we don't need the country involvement because we've already had it. And we'll say this particular country, which had big surpluses, let's say, we had therefore deficits, that this particular country is going to pay a 25% tariff or a 30% or a 50% or 10% or whatever it may be. This was, I think we should explain it now. One of the things we did here that we'll rarely do is on cars, we took it from 25 to 10 on Rolls-Royce because Rolls-Royce is not going to be built here. I wouldn't even ask them to do that. It's a very special car, and it's a very limited number too. It's not, one of the monster car companies that makes millions of cars. They make a very small number of cars that are super luxury.
Yeah, Let me be very clear. Rolls-Royce is actually owned by BMW, right? So look, nothing says a good press conference for Trump like the promotion of his own properties in the UK. I mean, talk about an advertisement moment. Play the clip.
You're going back there later in the year. Are you going to Scotland and to the
Yeah, I will be, sure. It's great. We have a lot of investment over there. We have Turnberry, Aberdeen. We have, as you know, in Doonbeg in Ireland, right on the ocean. They're all in the ocean. I only have interest if they're on the ocean. And we have good investments over there. It's been beautiful. Yes?
Mr. President, if the top
Yeah, by the way, when he says we, he's not talking about you. He's not talking about the United States of America. He is talking about him, me, I, right? I mean, he's talking about it as if the United States owns Doonbeg and Aberdeen and so on. They don't. Reporter goes on to ask Trump how close he is to making more deals. Play the clip.
Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Reagan Reese with the Daily Caller. How close are you to more deals, and when do you expect the next to be announced?
Well, very close. We have numerous deals. I know Howard's going back. As soon as this is finished, your press conference, he's got numerous. And Scott, who's right over here, who's fantastic, by the way. You were great on television this morning. I watched you. That was very good. You gave them a little lesson in the world and economics. But Scott's going to be going to Switzerland, meeting with China. And, they very much want to make a deal. We can all play games. Who made the first call? Who didn't make the... It doesn't matter. It only matters what happens in that room. But I will tell you that China very much wants to make a deal. We'll see how that works out. Every country throughout the last 40, 50 years has literally ripped off the United States on trade, on military, on protection, on all the different things. And we are now making fair deals.
Yeah, back to the same old talking points. Meanwhile, a reporter goes on and asks Trump about how port traffic in the United States has slowed down and that people are worried about losing their jobs. Trump, of course, tries to claim it is a way for us to actually save money. No, seriously, right? The ports are slowing down. People are concerned about losing their job, but don't worry. This is a way that we could save money. Play the clip.
Because business has slowed down, as you mentioned, we're seeing as a result, the ports here in the U.S., the traffic has really slowed, and now thousands of dock workers and truck drivers are worried about their jobs.
That means we lose less money. When I see that means we lose less money. Look, China.
That's not what it means. It means that people lose their job. Because if that wasn't bad enough, Trump goes on, he tries to claim that the port's slowing down is actually a good thing. Play the clip.
Look, China was making over $1 trillion, 1.1 trillion, in my opinion. Different numbers from 500 billion to $1 trillion or $1 trillion. I think it was 1.1 trillion. And frankly, if we didn't do business, we would have been better off. Okay, you understand that. So when you say it slowed down, that's a good thing, not a bad thing. But we're going to make it so they can. I'd like to say they can do better, actually, in terms of the bottom line. We'd like to see China opened up so we can compete in China and, give people something that they've never had, access to something. That'd be great for the world. It would be great for our businesses. And I think it would be great for friendship.
Again, right back to the nonsense. The lack of empathy for the working man is boundless. That's why I constantly say, help me to build this community. Help us to build this community. Subscribe, watch, comment. Keep the comments coming. It helps me to make these episodes better, and share with your friends. And as always, thanks for listening.
Hey everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. We're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.